in my ass.
I just banged your wife?
Name of this garbage show again that I'm on.
Total Nonstop Impact.
My name's John, capital letter E, period, Bravo, and you're listening to the Total Nonstop Impact Podcast.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday Night Impactin'. His mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha Skin Manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascals. And you are listening to Total
Nonstop
Impact Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a listen. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
What's up, Impact Wrestling? Let's make some noise!
Sitting here, you guys got a 15-minute intro of putting yourselves over while I'm sitting here and watching J-Bone and Kaylon and your 50. I never saw a 15-minute intro of three guys putting themselves over.
This is the good stuff.
Welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact. Impact Talk for Impact fans, featured right here on the TNI Network. This is Trevor and J-Bo, Alicia, and Bill, and that was the 15-minute intro. And this is the Impact Plus Weekly for the week of the 29th, 11/29/20, I guess we're going to call it. Episode number 33. We're going to talk some Xplosion. We're going to talk some open forum news, all the happenings in Impact Wrestling, basically the Sunday dinner. But the shithead of the family, J-Bone, is not here. The black sheep is not here.
No, he's not. It's he's probably still in turkey coma, knowing him. Or
That's true. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Everybody in the chat, hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. What about you guys? What did you guys get into? I know Alicia was cooking up a storm. I saw photos and looked fucking awesome. That looked great. How did it go? How did that pull off? Did it work out okay?
It went well. Many a food was annihilated.
Was there next day Thanksgiving also? Because the best part is the next day Thanksgiving.
The next day, the leftovers, always.
Yeah. Nice. Bill, what about you? Did you end up doing that socially distanced Thanksgiving you were talking about?
I did. Wound up, we had good weather. It was like 60 degrees. Nice. So I went over to see my parents early, like 4 o'clock. And then I left about 6:30. So we ate together. And then my sister and her daughter, they came over pretty much like 30 minutes after. So we were like ships crossing in the night, but did not keep too many people there.
I just learned something. Bill is an uncle. He's Uncle Bill. I didn't know you were Uncle Bill. Look at that.
I am Uncle Bill.
Does Uncle Bill bring wrestling merch gifts for the niece at all on these road trips?
Well, when she was younger, I would bring some. Like I took her to some of up north. She's obviously that's who she knows. Yeah. So back then I would get her tickets and give her some wrestling related stuff back then. But she's kind of getting out of it, although she's still a big Cena mark.
Okay. Fair enough. She's a kid. How old is she?
Well, she's older now. She's 13 now.
Okay. It's officially gonna be uncool to her in like the next couple months or something.
Yeah.
Clock's ticking.
Yeah, seriously. Jay, what about you, man? Did you Jay, you're the cook of the family, right? You're the one who does all the cooking out there in the Boneski household. How did it go?
It went good. It was quiet. It was a quiet night in the Casa de J-Bone. I did some stuffed chicken breasts, and they turned out tremendous.
Nice.
Yeah.
I gotta come eat it when this whole pandemic is over. I gotta come up to J Bones he's like an hour and 20 minutes away from me. J Bone, I gotta come up. and like there's a barbecue pictures this summer. I gotta come up. I'm just gonna take it on myself to invite every listener we got to come to J Bone's backyard and just eat your fucking food. Sorry, pal. You did it to yourself.
I guess I gotta go shopping then.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
start stocking up on all the southeastern Wisconsin meats.
Everybody just wants the cheese, Jay. Just bring the cheese and the meat. That's all you need.
Cheese and the brats and the dogs and the.
Nice. I'm glad you all had a good Thanksgiving. Everybody in the chat, hoping you guys all did too, and everybody was able to make it work despite any lockdowns and all that stuff going on. So it was cool. Yeah, I mean, mine was fun. I was with the nurse. She cooked up something. It was cool. I didn't get. The problem is when you go to somebody else's house, you don't end up with the leftovers. They keep all their goddamn leftovers. That sucks. Because I really was craving second day Thanksgiving, and I didn't get to do it. But well. Next year I might throw my own, even if I go somewhere else. I'll just throw another one myself the next day.
Yeah.
Because here's the trick, guys. I went to Target last night, and all the turkey's like half off.
Oh,
so you go buy it the next day. That's what you do, man.
It's like buying a Halloween candy the day after the Valentine's candy.
Hacks, man. It's the life hacks to the whole thing. But very cool, man. We're gonna jump into some Xplosion talk. Let's talk Xplosion. It's the Sunday dinner here. But so it was cool. Speaking of dinner, we talked all about dinner, but very nice. Yeah, smash this barbecue, J-Bone. That's what we should. J-Bone, this could be a ratings bonanza for you. Think about it.
Oh man, that'll be the STP Patreon coming 2021.
There you go.
Instead of Emerald with the BAM, you could be like, smash! I'm gonna smash that salt, smash that pepper.
J-Bone just beating
Smash
his meat.
these muffins.
hey now. This is a kid. This is a PG show.
Oh no, not those muffins. Bill.
Hey, Adam's saying he'll bring his own Tupperware, so you're good, man. Yeah, take it easy. I'm gonna cut all your mics for now. But very cool, man. But anyway, listen, let's talk Xplosion, guys. I am at Sunday, the literal Sunday dinner at my I'm at mom and dad's house Sunday nights. That's what I do. I'm over here hanging out.
We doing news first. We doing Xplosion first.
Let's do news at the after we talk Xplosion. We'll do news and we'll let that go into the open forum. Hold on to your news.
That's
so we had what?
There's a lot.
There's a lot of news. J-Bone's she's itching to fucking tell this news here. But all right, so we had Ace Austin, Cody Deaner, and probably one of the best Xplosion matches I've seen like this year, man. That was fucking cool.
We have not seen Ace Austin in since Bound for Glory.
Yes. So let's talk about that for a second. That's crazy because I personally, let me get you guys' opinion on this. Jay, we'll go with you and then work our way down to Alicia and Bill. I personally think this is like a reset for Ace Austin. There's no Fulton with him, walking out with him. I personally think that they're going to split the team off. What do you got there? Oh, the autograph photo. Very nice.
Nice.
I think they're going to split the team up. I don't think they felt it's working. And the fact that they're not on TV, that he's got an Xplosion match, which is crazy for Ace to not be on the main show and just be on Xplosion.
Yeah.
No promos. What do you think, Jay? Give me your opinion on this.
I mean, I was really liking the switch from Fulton in OVE with Sammy over to Ace Austin. I really felt like he was coming into his own. He had his own entrance music finally. And it had that classic HBK Diesel feel to it. And I know I'm not the only one that said that. So, I mean, if they are splitting him up, in my opinion, it's a shame. But, hey, the wrestling wheel just keeps on turning. We just got to wait and see what's coming up. But, man, I've missed me some Ace Austin because, man.
I just think it's weird, man. I don't know. Alicia, what do you think? I mean, did you think the tag team was working? Let me ask that question.
I thought it was working.
Yeah?
I thought it brought out a new side of Fulton, one a little more better put together, the monster with a mind, so to speak.
Yeah.
But, if that's what they're doing here, I mean, we could just be misreading it after one Xplosion taping, but who knows?
True. My only thing was like the fact that Ace wasn't on the main show either, or neither one of them was.
No, I
was like, damn.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Ace has been around since Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
And we've already gone through Turning Point.
Yeah, see, that's the weird thing. Like we've gone through Turning Point. We've gone. It's weird, man.
Was he if I mean, we don't have to know every personal little thing. I've made that abundantly clear on here several times, but I'm just wondering, like, wow, was he sick and like news just didn't come out? Did they not have anything for him? I just, I'm curious. We all are.
I don't know, man. Something. No, he wasn't. I mean, he's been working some indies, right, Bill?
Yeah, I saw him Friday. He worked Synergy on Black Friday. Him and Falaba were there. And I did notice, because I saw him in person in that match on Friday before I watched this episode of Xplosion. And I know you guys probably noticed it too. I noticed, like, he had new gear. He was red and black now, which is kind of interesting. So I don't know if he's kind of going for, I think you're right on this. They are probably repackaging him slightly as a singles performer again, which is probably a good thing, because I thought the tag team started off great, but we'll just use a new adjective. They got rascaled, and that meant there's just too many other tag teams, and they're going to be the ones eating the pins. Like they're not. Sadly, they just can't be established yet. They're not the Machine Guns. They're not the Good Brothers. They weren't the North. So at best, you're the fourth team in the division.
True. And you're like the put together team. You're kind of like
so really. Now maybe if you're up north or down south, you can just throw a tag team together and they win titles. But storytelling, that's not usually the best answer.
Yeah, but I agree with Alicia. Like they were bringing out a really cool side of each other, and I felt like Ace helped Fulton up his game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, damn, why isn't that working? Like that's blowing my mind. I just can't figure out like what it was that just didn't click. But yeah, like you said, Bill, they're like, you know, you have so many other teams. You know, how do you make these guys work?
So this just clicked in my head. There's a lot of this guy with a monster faction things popping up over the last month. You got Sammy with Shamrock. You got Eric Young and Joe Doring.
Doring, yeah.
That still got to get used to that name because he's so new in the company. And then you would have Ace and Fulton. So do those combos, you know, is that too many of those combos? What do you do with all of them? And who's going to come out the strongest that one? I'd have to say Eric's and Sammy's. Nothing against Fulton and Ace.
Yeah.
You know, you got some veteran ring presence in all of those, with the exception of Ace and Fulton. So
that's super good point.
If that's what it is, then that's what it is. But I mean, I'm not worried about like, oh, they're just getting rid of them. No, I'm not worried about that. It's just, you know, this is coming to the end of the year. There's some contracts coming up. There's a little shakeup in the company. So you got to figure out the next quarter. So that's probably what they're in the process of doing right now, is just making sure there's pieces falling where they should be.
That's a good point, man. You're right. I didn't even think about it. There's like all these giant big man, little man combos going on. It's like these guys end up falling. But here's the weird thing. These two were the only actual tag team out of those combos too. Like the other guys are just like henchmen and shit talker, right? So like these two were actually in. But I don't know. I think it's a reset button too. I'm going with that. But here's the problem now. Like Alicia, what do you think? What do you do with Fulton? That's my only question. And guys in the chat, give me your opinion on this too. What do you do with Fulton?
Put him in the ring with Joe Doring.
You know, I was thinking that too. Like throw Fulton with that faction. You got two monsters kind of bookending Eric Young in a sense, and then like could Fulton learn from those like veterans and stuff? Could it be a veteran thing?
Yeah, like big time.
But do we want to put Fulton in another team? That's what you got to think about.
Right. But I wondered, like, do they not have confidence in him going on his own? You know, like, do they just not see it yet? And is that why they keep throwing him with somebody? OVE, hide him with Ace. They really haven't given him no solo run at all, right, Bill? Like, there's been no...
No, there hasn't. So far, he's been together with somebody. Now, does that mean he has to be part of a faction? Not necessarily. He could be a solo act with some kind of manager. Big fan of managers. Valet.
He could use a manager.
Could go into that could be enough for him. Like, obviously, you could easily go with some type of breakup with Ace to kind of get him started on something. Even if he doesn't come out on top, you could help get his character over.
Okay. Kind of kick him off a little bit, like, yeah, but it's like, would that breakup even mean anything? Because it's like they weren't together that long. I don't know, man.
That's the problem. I think we thought they'd be together longer for that would mean something. So,
but we got progress out of Fulton with that small time frame, so a solo run couldn't be unheard of. But a manager would be a good train of thought.
I cut out for a second. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering. I think giving him somebody to kind of guide him a little bit. I don't know about somebody said Father James. I don't know about Jim Mitchell, but like having a mouthpiece, having somebody to kind of be his almost like yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm picturing it.
I'll tell you, it's kind of going backwards to go forward.
Yeah.
But what Sammy's doing with Ken, I think Sammy would work again, even though he's been kind of ripping Madman as he couldn't handle it. That's why Ken's his guy now. But it would almost be like maybe that's a feud. You get Shamrock and Madman, and eventually Sammy turns on Ken and sides with the Madman, and they get put back together.
I like it because they had a good thing going. It was like slapping him and getting him like his monster ready and stuff.
Yeah, have him as kind of like him, sort of the manager / performer.
See, that would be good.
I'd like to see that.
That would be good, man. I like that. You're right. Going backwards to go forwards. We'll see. We'll see. I hope. I just don't want Ace to get lost in any of this because like that kid has way too much of an amazing future written all over him. Like, keep him in the mix. Like, don't bury him with all these other guys coming in and stuff. Like, let's keep.
Yeah, he's homegrown. You don't want to do I speak positive of the Hogan entering the company because I think it brought more eyes. But the negative was the homegrown guys took a back seat for a while, and you don't want that to happen to Ace with new signings.
Yeah, so we got to be careful with that, man.
Well,
so we'll see. We had part 2 of Larry D with sit down around the ring with David Penzer, which is cool. I swear to God, he's like the most lovable guy in that roster. Like, the dude is so endearing. And I know J-Bone's been searching high and low trying to get a bottle of ring rust from him. But Jay, any luck with getting ring rust from Larry D?
It's anything to help stuff with Mrs. J-Bone. It's
take it easy. This is the family show, J-Bone. I don't want to hear about that. Take it easy. No, super good sit down. I think so. You guys, what you guys were saying, he did confirm it's a 3-parter. Alicia, you were saying like he did say.
I believe I heard that.
So it's a 3-parter.
Who can back me up on that? I'm not imagining it, right?
Yeah,
I believe. I don't know if he brought it up or he was reacting to somebody on social media. But it sounds like he was saying they taped enough for a 3-parter. It sounds
seems like it.
I was on site for this one, and there's enough for a 3-parter. I know for sure we taped enough for a 3-parter. Whether they use the 3rd part or not, that'll be. I'm sure they will. It's like, why waste it? But no, but it's. I like Curticle's things comment here. Larry D talking about his roots like he didn't try to kill Bravo. So, these were taped before the big reveal of Lawrence Delicious.
He was under the spell.
That's right. He wasn't under the love spell of Rosemary. But
wherever she is, there she is.
That shirt you're wearing is on their sale right now at 50% off.
Yeah, because it was part of their Halloween special too. I got it before that from I believe that was my bowling victory.
Was that the one?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is my bowling victory prize.
How was it? That was in Vegas, right? You guys like bowled with the roster? Is that what it was?
Yes.
How was that? Total side.
That was great. I've done that multiple times. They first did it in Orlando.
Okay.
So I think the first time I bowled with I know Ortiz was Ortiz I bowled with before, Kid Ref. This was Elgin that time around, and then Santana too. I wound up bowling with both of them, but that was great when they were able to do that again. That was always a winner because they did miniature golf in Florida before, but then they did the bowling. Very good, both of them very good. Like those are the type of activities that you can do in Impact. You can't do any other company.
No way. No, that's an interesting experience though. Like bowling with the roster and stuff, playing mini golf. It's different, man. And they only limit it to like a certain amount of people, right? Because you can't have everybody in there.
Yeah, it's just it seems like it's more when it's a smaller VIP group. Well, now I guess they call it the Platinum VIP. But it's usually in the past, maybe back in Orlando, maybe it was like 15 people, and then it was like maybe 10. So it's usually 10 to 15, no more than 20 people for events like that. But usually it's in that 10 to 15 range.
God, that's pretty cool, man. Cool. So you'd definitely recommend that to anybody, right? Like the VIP package?
Oh, yeah. That for sure. When that comes back, they always find a way. Like usually you'll at least get kind of trivia, but depending on the locale, what they can do. Like there's been like video games with the talent. I remember playing against Moose in Mario Kart.
It's a hell of a story. It's like nobody would believe it, but that's cool, man. We had to throw J-Bell. What was the throwback match on this one? What do we have?
The throwback was from Final Resolution 2007. Was an Iron Man 30-minute match between Kurt Angle and Joe. This was part 3 of 3. It was a rubber match.
I remember this match. Uncle Mark texted me about it. Like, goddamn, Joe used to be so good. I didn't know Joe's retired. Like, officially as a commentator. That's it now.
I think he's between stuff right now. I don't think he's officially retired. He's really had a rough run up north. He's had a lot of little injuries throughout the last handful of years. I don't think he's done. I think they're just a little maybe afraid to stick him back out there because he does get injured. He's like injury prone right now. It's sad. So between concussions and little things going on, they're probably just like, we'll keep him on commentary for a while.
Gotcha.
He'll be resting up for that return home one day.
Maybe, man. I don't know.
Someday.
Is he pretty broken down now? Like I didn't even know. I had no idea he was like retired out, injured and shit, and commentating. That's crazy to think. Like Joe is not like I think I expected him to be a way bigger star at this point when going up there. But I feel like he got like a little bit of a push and then it just tapered off. Is that what happened? I didn't follow it, so I don't know.
It was he did great in NXT, and as soon as he got to the main roster, it was all downhill from there. And that was a combination of booking and injuries, so it wasn't all
gotcha.
The people sitting around the table with their thumbs up their asses trying to figure out what to do with them. So
I want to bring up an Angle thing, but is Angle in your news? Because there's something about Angle I was going to bring up. Is it in your news about Kurt Angle?
No.
Okay.
You talking about that sexy selfie he put up a few days ago?
There was a very sexy selfie of Kurt Angle looking jacked, which is crazy.
He looks great. I mean,
back up your mother's kids.
For sure. Shit, man.
I don't have any news per se. I know there's been some people talking about him because of that picture, but I didn't put it as news. No.
Well, there was word that he was like super close to appearing at Slammiversary, like 90% close. Is that for real? Like that's what I'm hearing. Crazy.
It's fake wrestling news, but it sounds probably legit.
I thought he said it in an interview. Don't quote me.
Did he confirm it? Maybe he did confirm it.
Oh, did he say
it just didn't work out?
I don't know.
Oh wow. Okay, I gotta look for that interview, Alicia. I didn't know he actually said it. If anybody has it in the chat, share that because I'm really curious if that was actually confirmed. That's crazy. I mean, he looked good in that photo though. I was like, this guy could fucking walk on screen like tomorrow.
Yeah, he looked retirement tour TNA Impact angle right there.
That's crazy, man. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. But Adam's over here saying Angle and Shamrock for shits and giggles would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think it would be.
Can you imagine?
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Round Slammiversary, Shamrock was heavily hinting at it. He wants that match.
Dude, I would not mind. Did they fight up there? Did they cross paths up north? I can't remember.
They didn't. They did not, to my knowledge, because I think that's why Shamrock won't do it. He's like, we never got to do it.
I think Shamrock was out before Angle came in. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it was. I mean, I saw Kurt Angle in an interview within the last year with Chris Van Vliet, and he looked like he was miserable and spoke how miserable he had been. Now, all of a sudden, I don't know if it's because of some new supplements he's taking, some new diet. I mean, I really don't know what's going on with Kurt, but he says he feels great. He looks great. So who knows? I mean, don't get your hopes up, kids, because it could be just that he's more comfortable than he was a year ago around the time of his retirement. So, hey, if he's just doing better physically, mentally, emotionally, that's all I want for him, really. I don't need to see him in the ring anymore. If he comes back, fine. But I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, it's got to happen. I'm not one of those fans.
Let him rest his body.
Yeah.
He's done so much. I mean, just the neck surgeries. Jeez Louise. I mean, right there.
But he's a lunatic though. Like he would definitely do it like tomorrow, I'm sure. So listen, if he does, it'd be amazing. Like him and Shamrock, there's going to be the people who are like, it's the old guys, but it's like that's a classic match, man. You could sell that. You could sell that as a headline, no question about it.
Yeah,
gold medalist versus the UFC guy. Fuck.
Yeah, if it comes up, if you ever go like the biggest debut in company history, like if that's a question, it's Angle. He was the most impactful.
No doubt.
Like that he just got because no one thought him at the time he could really be had.
You know, it's a real mixed reaction in our chat here too. Half want to see it, half are like, no, stay retired. So, but for good reason, like out of goodwill, they're all like,
right.
Like nobody hates him. They're just like, hey, just keep resting up, man. But it'd be cool. I wouldn't say no. We'll see. Time will tell. Homecoming could happen. Actually, I don't know if Homecoming's going to be another pay-per-view. I think it's Hard to Kill is officially the January pay-per-view. That's it.
Yeah. Homecoming is a no-go. Maybe. Yeah, and who knows? They might go Hard to Kill. Like, is Rebellion now the April pay-per-view?
I think that's officially it. Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll see, man. And then Jay, what was the kind of the recap match for the week? What did they have?
It was the farewell to the Rascals. It was the Swan and Trey versus Dez and Wentz.
Nice. So that was become a very become one of those definitely a highlight moment for them for the year. I mean, and not in a bad way. I mean, they're leaving, but it's a very prominent clip that they're going to be put around for that whole week. It was like Rascals week. So
yeah. Well, it was a great match. Everybody got their shit in, and that was cool. And then the ending, the tears were flowing. They left their jackets on the ring ropes, and it was the ending was very emotional. They went out to their music, and so I mean, I can't wait to see where they go next. I just I wish them well.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man.
Doesn't mean I'm not gonna stop being a fan of theirs just because they left the company. I know some wrestling fans are like that. Everybody's different, but I can't wait to see what's next, no matter where it is.
Nice. All right, let's open up the open forum. Good segue here because Bison of our UK team just jumped in. Her brother Bison. Bison is here.
Good morning.
And real quick, so Bison has a new interview coming out tomorrow at noon Central U.S. time, 6 p.m. UK time. Exclusive interview, former Knockouts champion ODB coming out tomorrow.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, he got ODB, man. So ODB debut.
I love her.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. So Bison has the interview coming out there tomorrow. So noon Central Time, 1 Eastern. It'll be coming out. So keep an eye on the channel. Subscribe if you aren't to the YouTube channel already, and you'll be notified. But also on all the audio stuff too. So that's coming out tomorrow.
But she'll be talking 100% pure beef because she's got it on the meet and greet.
This Bison, if you didn't work in like the whole pure beef, your whole pure beef angle with the fact that she has a meat truck, like I'm going to be really just pissed off about this. But check that out, guys. In the meantime, Bison and Joe also have a kind of a turning point and current news discussion that just went up on Friday as well. So that's floating around out there for the Impacted show that they do. So that's out there now. Tomorrow's a new episode.
And for the pro wrestling tees, and I apologize, Bison, I didn't put it on the ad the other day. Just want to remind people that Team TNI UK has a tremendous looking T-shirt in the pro wrestling tees shop. So
yes, check that out too. They have their own
sale still going.
Yeah, until tomorrow at noon. Is it?
I think it's tomorrow at noon Central.
Bill, before we get into shooting shit here, how many dollars has the Gardner household spent on the pro wrestling tees sale this season?
You know what? Not a lot right now. Not to say that there still might not be something by tomorrow, but right now I'm not. I've been focused on some other things going on, some other wrestling related things going on.
Fair enough. You can only have so many T-shirts sometimes. A lot of shirts.
I got a lot of T-shirts. Of T-shirts.
They're also not cheap sometimes. I mean, you start adding. I was putting a cart together on like Thursday night. Oh, we lost Leash. Thursday night, I was putting a cart together, and I was like adding, even with the discount, I was over like $100. I was like, what the hell do I have in here for $100?
Well, that's the thing. You get 6-7 T-shirts, you're talking good money right there, and if you want to try to get the free shipping, you gotta get near $150. So
it adds up, man.
It's tough to do it that often. Really, what I try to do is do a couple big orders a year where I can just get. So I make notes. I'm like, I want this shirt. I want this shirt. I want this shirt. And then it'll be like, okay, I know I want 2 or 3. Then it's like, okay, 3 months later, there's another 2 or 3, and now we're in there. And then maybe Dave or somebody wants a shirt or 2. Bam, free shipping.
Good point. I chose the option. I didn't put my order in, but I ordered from their other partner site that does my band shirts, belowthecollar.com. I ordered a couple of HEMI shirts that they're printing for me, and I just chose the pickup option because I'm nearby. I'm not far from the store.
There you go.
So I am definitely not going to pay that. It was like $100 worth of T-shirts, and it was like $16 to ship it. I go, no fucking way. I'll pick this goddamn thing up, man. No way.
There you go. Yeah, because it's what just on the other side of town from you. It's not that far.
It's I'm all the way east, and it's just west of me. It's a little bit south and west of me, so it's not far. It's like 5.5 miles from me. It's not bad.
Oh, so dude, that ain't bad. I mean, I know side town traffic can be bad, but dude, that ain't bad.
No, it's not bad. It's like two turns to take. Go ahead.
And speaking of pro wrestling tees, if you guys want to hear a great interview and a little insight to the man behind the growth of pro wrestling tees, Chris Van Vliet just did an interview this past week with the owner. I apologize.
Ryan Barkin.
That's with the owner Ryan of Pro Wrestling Tees and how he got started. Great interview.
The guy has created an amazing what he's done for wrestling and wrestling merch is next level shit, and he deserves a lot of credit for that, man. So definitely check that out. I haven't seen it yet, but Van Vliet, I'm sure had a good interview with him. Check it out. No, they've created an empire out there, man. And he's a nice guy. He's a super nice guy. And I gotta say, I'll email him sometimes. He replies within 30 seconds of an email. It's unreal. His reply rate is unfucking real. Wow. So their service is on. But very cool. So yeah, don't forget, guys, and you can get your Total Nonstop Impact t-shirts on there. We're gonna be that sale is still on for our shirts as well. Check that out. All right. What do we want to talk about? J-Bo, do your news. What do you got for news?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
J-Bo. Wait.
We got to do it.
Jingle?
You want me to do it? I'll hit it, Bill. You relax. You take it easy. I'll hit the news. It's gonna be J-Bone's news.
Jiminy Christmas.
And now, J-Bone's news. I didn't really think he had any news today, being that it's Sunday. Somehow he has news. Not much really happened over the holiday, but what the hell? Let's see what he's got to tell us. Take it away, J-Bone.
Searching for my fake wrestling news.
What's in the news, J-Bone?
Oh, it's not fake today. Well, we didn't do a throwback this week, so I think we would have covered it more on the throwback, and it happened after this last episode of Impact Wrestling, I believe. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the passing of Bob Ryder. That was sad. And Basil did his sentiments on my Wednesday show, which was nice. He was really shaken up about that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see what the company does in retrospect to him, because he is such a critical part of the company, and he was a man of many hats from what I'm hearing from so many people. Like, he did this, he covered that, he covered so many different things, and made sure that people were all set. If somebody needed something at 3 a.m, boom, he was going to get it for you. And if anybody else has anything to say, by all means, go ahead.
One thing he doesn't get enough credit for, he is the pioneer of wrestling on the internet. This is the guy who started wrestling news websites and chat groups and message boards in like what was called the Prodigy days. And everybody remembers Prodigy. It's like before the AOL booms and all that. Prodigy and CompuServe were two internet providers. This is going to fall really, 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 really dated on some of the younger people listening to this. But like, there was a thing called Prodigy and CompuServe, and then America Online with the free discs. Anybody remember the free discs with 1,000 free hours?
Oh, yes.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
But he was the guy who started like one of the first sites and the discussion groups, and kind of led the way on how wrestling is brought to fans. And then from that, he joined WCW. He created that WCW live show that him and that's what got Borash his start. They did like essentially what was the first wrestling podcast at the time.
Wow.
That blended into, then he went to TNA. He helped kind of found TNA with Jeff Jarrett, like the whole makeup of the company, how it's supposed to be done. And to this day, did all the travel and hospitality stuff for the company.
I can confirm that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did he do anything for you? Did he set anything?
Yes, he set me up when I won the TNA bracket brawl at the beginning of 16.
Nice.
So he's the one that got my trip set up for Bound for Glory that year. So
Nice.
yeah, he was a very nice guy. Ran into him a few times over the years, and always a gentleman, Bob Ryder. And like as you were saying with the websites, I know he, even until within the last couple of years, he would lurk on message boards, TNA Impact message boards, still with like an account. He would have his like account on there, and he would chime in on topics and stuff. And I know even for other people I knew, like he would even put together at some events like a separate meet and greet with somebody for people on a message board. He'd be like, "Hey guys, come over here and let me introduce. I'll give you 15 minutes with this guy to take pictures and get autographs." So he was a company man, 100%.
What a guy, man. Fighting cancer for almost a decade.
Damn.
Beat it, was in remission, and it just got him. I remember talking to him early days. He used to plan a lot of the DVDs that would come out, and he was very active in like communicating on what DVDs do you want to see. And I remember like emailing back and forth with him on like, "Hey, you should do a best of this guy, or can you put one of these out?" And he's like, "What would you like to see?" And this and that. So I had some emails back with him years ago about that. But not a bad word was said about this guy. He was just a total gem, and it's a huge loss. We're gonna talk about this again on Tuesday. I want to definitely mention this again on the main show.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll do a graphic, even a little video, which I hope they do a little tribute for him. But they lost two big parts of like the found company this year. You know, Barry Scott and Bob Ryder, both 2020. Tough stuff. It's real tough. But real sweet guy, man. Everybody was real shaken up in the company. But apparently he fell at home, and that's what happened. And it just kind of, he was weak, and I guess a fall triggered something or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, tough call. Real tough call. But our condolences to his friends and family for sure on his passing. But J-Bo, what else you got?
Another, not to be a Debbie Downer here, but another sad piece of news was late last night. Found this right before I went live on my channel. Jimmy Rave put out a post.
Ooh, this was tough.
And he's retiring from wrestling. He sadly caught an infection in his left arm, and they had to amputate above the elbow. So,
man.
So his in-ring career, he said, is over. So, reach out to Jimmy Rave. He's a classic year one guy, as far as I remember, from the classic NWA TNA days that we're reviewing. And he was around a few years. I remember him more comically for his someone brought it up in the chat last night.
The Rock and Rave.
The Rock and Rave thing. Yeah, he did.
Lance Archer.
Yeah, with Christy Hemme.
Yeah,
Christy Hemme, yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. He'd come down to the ring with the guitars, and it was fun. But he was a great wrestler and contributed to so many different companies: New Japan, TNA, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor. Yes,
Ring of Honor. Yeah. Yeah, that was a sad one, man. I saw that post late last night, and it said an infection, and like, how the fuck does that happen, man? Like,
he said he thought he just kind of let it go. He didn't think it was that serious, and by the time he went to go get it checked out, it was too late.
Jesus Christ! Like that's
to the doctor, people.
Yes, that's always the answer. Do not hold off.
Don't hold
anything.
off.
Even in these times, do not hold off.
Yeah.
Even something small, get it taken care of.
Like if you know something's wrong, just don't try to gut it out. Obviously, something's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, an infection is one of those things that's visible enough, that you could see, like, hey, kind of swollen up here, like something's going on. Like, don't sit on it for sure.
Yeah.
Very tough, man. Very, very tough. My heart's out to the guy. He's young. I mean, he's 40 maybe tops. He can't be more than 40.
I'm guessing, somewhere between 30s and 40s.
Tough call, man.
So go give him some love on Twitter. I'm sure his future right now is a giant question mark, and I'm could almost bet that he's he's 37. There you go. Not even 40. I'm sure he's got a pro wrestling tees or some kind of merch out there.
Oh yeah.
And it just, I hope someone maybe hires him on as an agent or something somewhere because if he's, he can't do stuff in the ring anymore. And if he still has a good mind for wrestling, I know he was training kids. He said that, so, we'll see what happens. But our love goes out to you, Jimmy.
Was he working any indies? Bill, have you seen him in any indies or anything?
I did see him. I know I saw him for sure in Chikara, maybe like within the last 2 years, year and a half, 2 years. But I think I've seen him somewhere else too, maybe within even more recent than that. I forget which indie it would have been, but I feel like I did see him somewhere else.
I know he did. I know he got taken off some bookings. He wasn't getting as many. I know there was a drug issue in there at one point that kind of took him off of like some main indies and like some of his bookings. And I know he had gotten cleaned up and he was back to doing stuff again, but I didn't know if he was doing anything like with any major. I'm shocked, like he wasn't brought in for anything at all, like even as an agent or even some major indies like GCW didn't bring him in, or like the Janela, like something like it's like grab Janela's Alley to bring him in for something. I was surprised he didn't bring him in, but no, I hope somebody does hire him on as an agent. He could definitely talk Activision. He could do something. The guy's still been in the business for 20 years. Let's not waste that. Let's give this guy something to do.
You know what? I think I just checked, and this is 2 out of his last 3 matches I was at. Okay. It was King of Trios 2019, and he was also actually at the last CZW show I went to in February of 19.
Okay. So he was doing a couple of things. Okay. But nothing this year, right? He didn't appear down south.
He didn't have any 2020 shows. No, it looks like his last recorded show I'm finding maybe was December of last year. So about a year ago today.
I guess he wasn't that active. I thought he was still pretty active, but maybe not. And that could lead to what? Well, I know he went. I think there was some rehab in there. Maybe I remember reading about something that he had a bit of an issue. And he wanted to take some time off. Could be it. But my heart's off. Somebody said there's a GoFundMe for him. We will tweet that out.
There you go.
On the We Talk Impact Twitter. We'll tweet it out at We Talk Impact. If you guys can give something, definitely please do throw something in there. I'm sure it'll be really appreciated. So it's a hard road for the guy for sure. Definitely. I mean, that combined with the Super Genie, Sabu's wife, she had the same thing with her leg.
Yeah, lost the leg recently. Unbelievable.
Yeah, if something seems off, go get it checked out, guys.
Yeah, definitely. And since you just mentioned Super Genie, shout out to Adam Impact in the chat. I know he's been doing a couple like eBay auctions to raise money for that. So
really,
that's awesome.
Impact.
Very nice. Adam is one of the biggest hearts I've ever seen. And this guy, nice. Adam's got a true heart. Thank you, Adam. That's really sweet of you.
Yeah.
Very cool. What else you got, Jay?
Not too much else. I know the ImpactWrestling.com has a bunch of stuff on sale. They've got a DVD sale going on. They got a bunch of T-shirts like half off.
Yeah.
So between the PWTs, Impact Wrestling, the shop, there's a lot of different stuff. You can go support your favorites, around this holiday season and take advantage of some of those sales. The PWT sale ends sometime tomorrow. The Impact Wrestling sale, though, on shopimpact.com goes till the end of the year or till Christmas.
Oh, okay. They're going all the way through. They got some stuff. I noticed if you're looking for T-shirts, though, a lot of the sizes are already selling out on the clearance shirts. So, like, of course,
a lot of mediums.
Yeah, a lot of mediums on there. But if you're an XL and above, like forget it, or large and above, forget about it. Like they're all gone, man. Yeah, it's like smalls and mediums are all in stock. So, I mean, not all of them, but like a lot of the good ones are starting to move quick.
Someone find me a 2X.
Adam saying he wants that old school TNA logo from, but it's $30 on shop. Shit, Adam, I guarantee they're going to run an additional sale in December. It's for like an extra 30% off. Wait for that. For sure.
Yeah, like the Bound for Glory tees, those are like all regular price. It's roster members and a couple other classic ones are half price. Yeah, along with some of the people that we know are leaving or have just left. So.
Yeah. Cool, man. Anything else, Jay? What else you got? Any other news?
I don't think I have anything else unless anyone else wants to chime in anything.
I'll hop in with just a little two things. First, happy birthday to Rosemary. That's why we're here today.
Happy birthday to
you. And then could have said it there, but I figured to wait to the news because we were talking about Ace Austin and the whole direction and all that. Ace Austin just got booked for Ohio Valley Wrestling. Against Jesse Goddard's, Mr. Spectacular, in a non-title match for the show they're doing December 5th.
Oh, okay. Interesting. He's taking a lot of indie dates. He's working out there.
Oh yeah, he's the working man.
I want to talk about this. This got broken today. Apparently, they've taped multiple endings at the recent tapings based on certain talent signing, coming back, who's going to be there. Yeah, I heard.
Smart.
Right. So that's interesting.
Yeah, not a bad idea to always have it, honestly, just to get some of those moles that talk to a certain down south employee that parades as a journalist.
Oh, you're talking about my old buddy SRS?
No, I'm talking about my buddy.
Oh.
The man who thought he made the mullet in fashion in the 80s.
Oh God. Should we could play the video to remind everybody who that is.
We really shouldn't.
The benefit of that too is you're going to have you confuse the dirt sheets. They don't know which one you're going with. You're covered in case anybody leaves, and then shit. I'm sure they'll put out you can put a DVD out of like the B-roll, like
the almost endings.
The almost endings. There you go. Sell that for $20 and make a few dollars. But
brilliant.
Interesting way to do it. I feel like for major angles, you should film 2 endings anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, remember they did the whole World Title Series tournament and nobody knew it was a tournament.
That's right. That's right. They just turned it into a tournament. Fantastic. But no, let's see what happens. That's gonna be. I don't know how much more we can say about it other than interesting. We'll see which one they go with. I mean, whatever one they go with, we're gonna find out. So we'll find out. What else we got? I got the people talking here. Aaron wants to know what's our favorite feud. Where'd it go? Hang on. Favorite feud in favorite feud in TNA Impact history. Man, I feel like we've been asked this one before. I'm trying to think what. Trying to think what else we've said. J-Bone, go with you. Let's start with J-Bone. I'm put him on the spot while he's totally not ready for this question. Go ahead, J-Bone, because I'm not ready. I'm going to pitch it to J-Bone.
What's your favorite? Oh, this? Oh, yeah. Jiminy Christmas. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one, man. I am ready. I'm going to go with Jarrett Raven because we've been watching that one and the whole one. Yeah, I liked how long that lasted. It was just, to me, it was built so well. I'm going with Jarrett Raven from the Asylum days. I'm going way back, the Wayback Machine. What else? Yeah, whoever's ready, go ahead.
I'll go with my classic. I'll go with AJ and Daniels.
AJ Daniels, good one. Alicia, I think you're going to say
that. Is good.
Gail Kim and Taryn Terrell.
It's a good one too.
Gail and Taryn. That was. I wish it lasted longer with them too.
They decimated each other in that rivalry. So
holy shit, that one match they had. I think it was. God, was it Slammiversary where they just beat the shit out of each other?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
They really did.
Yeah. God. Yes, they did.
Yeah, that was a good one too. Jay, you got one?
Oh, I'm just gonna throw something out there. I'll say Lucha Bros versus the modern LAX. I think, like off the top of my head, that's one of the most brutal ones over the last handful of years that I could really just pick out of a hat real quick. Because I love tag team wrestling, and man, having the Lucha Bros and the company, even though they weren't around super long, man, that really shined a light on the tag division. That was really just getting going again over the last couple of years prior to that, because for a while it was OVE and LAX, and that was about it.
True.
So,
I want to address something here. People are asking if we're going to talk about this COVID rumor going around with the company. We're not going to talk about it. We don't have any info. It's only dirt sheet report. The company has not made a statement. So if the company's not making a statement, I don't think we're in a position to talk about it, to be honest, until we have any concrete evidence.
The only thing that was put out there, I believe real recently, by a user on Reddit, but I know the user on Reddit is someone that works with the company. He's people looked at him a lot of times to verify things, And there was an email that did go out to the company that told them about because there's a lot of stories going about that, like nobody on the roster was informed of the COVID situation. There was an email that went out that he did confirm.
Okay.
So at least that part of the story, we can address that.
Yeah, the company was informed. So the people saying that the roster was not informed.
Yeah. Whoever whined to the guy down south, they knew. They were informed.
Okay. So there you go. We'll at least address that part of it. Anything else about it? That we don't want to get into it too much. That's a touchy subject nowadays. Yeah. All companies have had breakouts. Clearly, as we know, I mean, WWE's had several. Down south, said several.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Your proximity, all these people, they're wrestling. I mean, you're amongst so many people even with all the protocols. It's just gonna happen. The best thing is people are recovering from. The plus is all of them are recovering. They're all young, healthy. Everybody's getting through it. We're all doing okay, which is good. So that's we'll talk. That'll be about it. Let's and look, Adam's saying it right here. Adam works in the healthcare industry. He's a frontliner, and he goes, people really don't know shit about COVID or the COVID test unless they have direct experience. So there you go. People want to talk without knowing what's going on. So let's take a couple more, then we'll call it a day. Hakeem wants to know, do you think Killer Kelly or Renee Michelle will get signed after this week's episode? Ooh.
We'll have to see.
I guess we'll see the match.
We gotta see the match. Killer Kelly, I mean, I feel like there's a reason they gave her a singles match. Yes. I said it last Tuesday's show. Mm-hmm. That kind of stood out to me, but we'll just have to see. I'd love to see her. Yeah. At least Killer Kelly. Renee, we only saw as side candy for the time being.
Yeah, Alicia did mention that on Tuesday, that like there's gotta be a reason they gave Kelly that like solo feature. Like it's almost like, we kind of want to see what you can really do. And I think she knocked it out of the park, man.
Oh yeah. She worked really well with Kimberly.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. They had some chemistry too. I wouldn't mind seeing that one again. So I'm digging Killer Kelly. I think she's gotten a lot of response too from the fans. I'm excited about Killer Kelly. I would love for her to be signed, no question about it.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. What about you, Bill? I've never seen Renee Michelle wrestle. Have you? They put a promo out of her online. I didn't think it was that great. She did not cut this great promo. It was kind of like a little choppy. So it's one of those things where like I'd need her be with somebody or have a mouthpiece. Mm-hmm. I've never seen her work though. That's all I
did see her work a few indies over the last handful of years, and she's pretty good. She's pretty good in the ring. I had not heard her ever cut a promo as well. Obviously, at indie shows, other than maybe a few talents, you don't really see promos. So I'm not sure where the promo ability is there, but I think she has a good enough skill set. I think she does have a following out there as well. I think people know she is. Other than being Mrs. Spud, I think people do know she is. So I'd be on board. With the Knockouts tag titles, the whole issue still is the TV time. There's not a lot of TV time, but I'm on board with Renee Michelle. I think Killer Kelly has the possibility of being the star of the division now. That's the thing with Killer Kelly. She's got that. She's got that it factor about her. Not that the other ones don't, but she just right now she has it. She just comes out on the stage and you're like star.
Yeah. I'm gonna address a quick.
She got a vibe for sure.
She does. Aaron's got a question about when we're doing the next throwback, number 50. We'll do it this week, Aaron. This week coming up. We're back to Thursdays. We only cut out because of Thanksgiving, and then just the rest of the weekend didn't work out. But we'll be doing it Thursday. So Throwback Thursday will be number 50, the 1-year anniversary show for the Asylum Day. So that'll be Thursday.
But if you want something in the meantime, I just did a little throwback myself over on Smash This Podcast. I reviewed the first Final Resolution from 2005. So go check that out.
Nice.
That was a ton of fun to watch again because I watched that live back in 2005. So many great memories came back watching that one. Really.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's cool. I didn't get the chance to catch you live, J-Bone, but yeah, J-Bone did break that one down. That's a pretty popular one. So check that out, guys, on J-Bone Smash This podcast. Let's do one more. We're almost at our hour mark. And yeah, here, Adam wants any chance you can mention his eBay and OfferUp sales for the Super Genie Fund. We did mention it earlier. Let's go ahead and throw it out there. Adam, put your link to your store in our chat, and then after the video's live, we'll even reshare it for you. So tweet it over to us as well. We'll share it for sure. He's raising money for Super Genie through an eBay auction. So get that in there, guys. And if there's something, he's got a good collection. Buy some of his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's for a good cause.
For a good cause, exactly. Anything else? We'll do one more and we'll call it a day here, guys. Let's see what we got. Let's see what's in the chat. Bill, you see any cool topics there you want to talk about?
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
How you guys?
Just for Jay, then. Well, I'll take my feed.
How you guys feel about this? James Mitchell and Deanna story. Do you guys see Kimber going to the demon side, maybe repackaged? They did, that is a big question because they did make a deal with the devil. I don't know if, gosh, you'd have to think that there's going to have to be some kind of sacrifice. Maybe something happens to Kimberly. Maybe something happens to Deanna. I think, I don't know. Does it mean they're going to hot potato the Knockouts Championship for a little bit, going back and forth because of this? I don't know. It's that's a tough one. What do you guys think? I can't wait to see what happens. Just the fact that Jim Mitchell's getting involved with someone else, kind of outside of the undead stuff. Like they made a deal with the devil. So now what?
It's gonna be interesting. What do you think, Alicia? You got anywhere you'd like to see this one go, like based on who's involved here?
I'd like to see a little bit more, to be honest. I'm impressed so far. I like it. I think with their personalities and James Mitchell, they have the ability to give us something really creative and different for the undead realm.
Yeah, this could be cool. This could be interesting because you got Sue and Susie now, like both of them. I got some weird, hear me out on this. I got this weird feeling that they're going to try to find a way to have Sue and Susie be a team against Kimber and Deanna. I'm just like, there's a part of me thinking that they're going to find a way to fucking present.
They'd be able to do it, no problem. Finale.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So, okay. I think it's doable, and I think they'll find a way, Alicia. I think they're going to do this. But
in the current climate of wrestling shows, it's completely possible, as long as it's pre-taped. Just do the old facing forward back of the headshot and have a stand-in, and then reverse it.
Yeah, you could do it,
like
man.
How they did Phoebe and Twins with her twin Ursula.
That's right. Yeah, classic like 80s like sitcom or 80s and 90s sitcom deal where you'd have like the same guy, same character playing, or same actor playing two different characters. They do like the stand-in deal. Totally doable. I think it'd be great to pull this off. But Bill, anywhere you want to see this one go?
Nah, I'm with you. That's where I want to see this go. I want to build up. I love seeing Susie back. So I do want to see how they play this off because I confused it, but it's like, I guess The Grudge is the movie that had like the girl, you never saw her face because she always had the hair. Doing something like that with Susie always turned around, her hair in the face, and can work it out, man. Get creative, and that's the one thing we know. Impact can get creative. Now it's a lot of work for our buddies like Kevin Martin and stuff, but it will make for some good product.
It would. I think it'd be cool. It'd be cool if we can pull this off. So so far, I think hear this out. The fact that this storyline is so viable with the fact that like the whole Kylie deal happened. Kylie was supposed to obviously looking like she was going to win the title at this point.
Yeah.
So the fact that you had to derail the Kylie aspect, but turned into this, like it's turned into like this whole new thing. Well, Susie, Deanna, Kimber. I'm like, and this is not to sound against Kylie. It's not like because of how much they've done, I haven't really thought about Kylie being gone. Like, they've put my mind into so much other stuff around this title that I'm not like, damn, we missed out
Hung
on
up
that.
on it. Yeah.
I'm not hung out about it. It's like, cool. You guys, credit to the writing team, man. Like, to make a bad situation great like this, like that it's got so many levels, and I'm into it, man.
Yeah, and speaking of just this, how they do a good job with things like this, that they have their tapings now done through the rest of the year. And as we said, this looks like there's multiple endings filmed. If you're seeing anything going on in the news, you could say outbreaks related. There's a number of people, both on our roster and free agents, that have said they're like done for the year right now.
Yeah.
Because it's been too close to them. The virus has gotten too close. So who knows, some of these people you might even still see in the tapings. Like, I know Mike and Maria are now canceling everything because of what's going on out there. But who knows? Maybe they were at the last tapings. Who knows?
Never know.
The benefit of putting everything in the can.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. You can run a month out of this. I mean, or more. You got going to Hard to Kill with these tapings. So a lot of stuff in the can. I'm sure they taped a shit ton. I know they were there for like nearly the whole week, so they got a lot of stuff down.
They did
Don
4 days.
Didn't leave until last Tuesday.
Shit, man. So they were doing a lot of stuff going on. But cool. That's let's end it on that note, guys. We're about at our hour mark. We like to keep Sunday show at about this time because it's getting a little late, especially for our East Coast folks on the show here. So let's go and wrap that up. Let's get our plugs in here, guys. J-Bone, where can they find you and all the things you're doing?
You can find me over on that other little podcast called Smash This Podcast. Smash This Podcast is on the Twitch, the YouTube, the Instanet, the Twitter box, and the face bots. Yeah.
Face bots.
Face bots.
Instanet, Twitter bots, and the face bot. Yes, very nice. Alicia, where can they get you?
You can only find me on the Instagram under the handle Alicia BKK on IG.
On IG. People were asking that you block them on Twitter because they're looking for your. And I'm like, no, wait, it's only on Instagram. Let's make sure you guys know she didn't block anybody. She's just not on Twitter anymore.
I blocked myself on Twitter.
There you go. Toxic. Bill, it's the joke of the day, guys. We're gonna end the holiday weekend with that one today. Go ahead, Bill. Where can they get you?
You can find me on the Twitter, the Instagram. Who knows? Maybe some of those other places. Usually, always have the same name.
OnlyFans.
William M. Gardner, Gardner. No, only Josh Matthews, I believe, just started an OnlyFans.
Oh.
Wait, Josh Matt?
I don't think it was real. I think somebody put it out there on like Facebook or something. Like that Josh Matthews was approved for a OnlyFans.
Oh God,
that's so
what would
hot.
be on that? What would be on it even?
He's gonna call matches for you privately.
Oh God. Josh Matthews used to have a fashion podcast. You remember this, Bill? Do you remember when he did
this? Yes.
He used to have a fashion podcast at one time. That's a little known fact. Guys, you can follow me at Trent Zuberi over on Twitter, and also the show at We Talk Impact, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Type in We Talk Impact or type in Total Nonstop Impact. We come right up. Also available on YouTube at Total Nonstop Impact, twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact, ProWrestlingTees.com/Total Nonstop Impact. All audio platforms, guys. Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora. You name it, we're on it. Give us a rating, rate a 5-star, preferably. That'd be nice. And definitely add it to your podcast apps. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow, Bison from the TNI UK team has the exclusive interview with ODB coming out at noon Central Time, 6 p.m. UK time. Check that out. That'll be on the YouTube channel and audio. So get a hold of that. Bam! Get a hold of that.
Bam!
It'll be a lot of meat beating going on there. Her meat truck. I don't know what the fuck you guys are thinking. Her fucking meat truck. All right. Get that tomorrow, guys. We'll be back on Tuesday with the flagship show, Total Nonstop Impact, following Impact on Access TV. The full breakdown. Best goddamn Impact Wrestling podcast on the planet. We're going to be back with that on Tuesday. Thursday, episode 50 of the Throwback. And like we said, every Sunday, we're right here with the Impact Plus Weekly. So, guys, that's going to do it. Hope you had a great weekend. Have a great, great week. Make it successful, safe. And we'll see you guys Tuesday night. Good night, everybody.
Find me the name of this garbage show again that I'm on.
Total Nonstop Impact.
My name's Sean, capital letter E, period, Bravo, and you're listening to the Total Nonstop Impact Podcast.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday Night Impactin'. His mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha Skin Manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascals. And you are listening to Total
Nonstop
Impact Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a listen. Oh, yeah.